It's Madden NFL 24, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers, and it comes your way next.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second and a couple. Jackson going to keep it running right. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 13-yard line.
2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone throw, Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Young. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this core. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8. To throw, Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Young. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Jackson on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. DJ Rodham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. 3rd and 12. As they've got it as we resume action. Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So he's stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A 22-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
There he goes left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 45 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touching not a finger on him until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. It's Young on first down. The open man here, Renfro. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Young.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
And this is up and good for Pinheiro.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the field goal, on to kick it away, it's Pinheiro.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
17. Panthers 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 72 yards on the ground for Hubbard as that last run a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. 11 yards and a Panther first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
1st and 10, Young. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Young lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur, so they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Give them a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Young now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That throw by Young incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To the air once more, Young. His throw incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Caught outright by Renfro. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.